Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Bugs, and you're watching this video because you want to know, is Arc Raiders worth it? Well, I am just a normal person that got to play the slam test, not even the previous test, and I actually was a hater. Yeah, I actually was a hater before I actually played it. And my thoughts, I'm just gonna say a few questions, answer them myself, and you could decide after that. The game is about to drop in 6 hours. I just wanted to make one like long-term video just to get out there and I guess showcase the game and my thoughts about it. And yeah, let's get straight into it, guys. So, is this game for you? To be honest, I don't know. I don't know you, but hopefully you took advantage of the slam test and got your hands on it. If you didn't, very unfortunate. Hopefully, again, these questions that I'll kind of just answering that I feel like will be like your main concerns for the game will let you know if this game is for you or not. But if you love extraction shooters, I definitely recommend giving it a try. If you are interested in extraction shooters, again, I recommend giving it a try. And if even if you're not interested in extraction shooters, giving it a try. Now, unfortunately, the try is going to cost money now because it's a $40 paywall. But like I said, if you were able to play the test, that's good for you. And hopefully, these questions kind of like determine on how you want to play the game. So the first one, and this is the only reason why I truly actually didn't like the game, was I hate third person. I'm not gonna enjoy it. That was my first thought process. I feel like third person only work in certain games, like Fortnite, Naraka, GTA, all these certain games. Other games like shooters, it's boring. People hide behind walls, get to jump on you, etc. It's terrible. It's just not skillful. To us, it's not skillful. But for some reason, with Arc Raiders, it just works. And I really don't know how to put my finger on it. But like I said, when I play in the slam test, it just worked. And there's a lot of utility that works for it. They got stuns, they got grenades, impact grenades, smokes, all that type of stuff. And it just, I don't know. For this game, it just works. And you don't just die instant like, other games where you just get fried and that's game over. You pretty much got to live decently when it comes to how the weapons work and stuff and looting and all that stuff. So if your hate for the game is third person, get out your head. Just open your mind when it comes to this and really think about it. Or not really think about it. Give it a shot. Like give it an honest shot. Because that was my same way. I was like, even though I never played an extraction shooter, I was always interested into the genre. But when I saw this game, I was like, third person extraction shooter, people camping, people do. I ain't doing this. I ain't playing this. But guess what? They had a slam test. I got to play it for free, and it changed my mind. I actually enjoyed it. It was really fun. Also, the AIs. I'm not even saying my question yet, but the AI, right? Most games, CPUs are boring, trash, in my opinion, terrible. They train these AIs. Yes, there's AI in the game. The NPCs are AIs. They were trained to be good, and I enjoy. So if you want a good competition, it's really fun because they are not dum dums. Like they're not just like just flying around doing stupidness. No, they are aware. They know their surroundings, and it's pretty dope. So if you don't know, this game is a PvPvE game. What is? Player versus environment. So one reason you might not want to play the game or you don't think this game is for you is, what if I'm a PvE player? Straight PvE, you don't want to play against another player because you're not that good or you're casual, you just don't enjoy that aspect of gaming. That's okay. You're just gonna have to maneuver a certain way. So the map is pretty big. I learned from PlayStation, shout out to them, is that there's 21 people on a map, and apparently also, like, if people die a little bit too fast, they'll actually load up more people in the halftime of the game. I think it's like 30 minutes or 28 minutes, and in that 14 minutes, they actually will load more people in if there's not a lot of people in yet. So that's pretty dope. But yeah, if you're a PvE player, then explore the map. Go in the outskirts, go around. You could also make these things called, I think it's just called like pretty much extraction keys, where you don't have to go to these main extraction points to exit. You could go to these like key bunkers and get out safely without being exposed too widely. And again, you could slowly scurry out the map and play the sides. There's a lot of floor loot and a lot of things that you can open up by building stuff, and you load like your equipments, like stuff you pick up pretty fast. And when I say fast, I mean like by the time you spawn in, you could be by a building and you could fill your inventory up in one go and then get the hell out of there and then just reset and keep doing that to like build up your inventory. So if you're a PvE player, don't you worry about PvP. Just stay away from the high loot areas, right? Unfortunately, you won't be able to go there if you don't want to PvP, but you still be able to enjoy the game and do the outskirts. Or like, for example, you can go to those buildings when the timer goes down a little bit because you know players are already trying to extract and leave those places, you know. But what if I'm a PvP player? That also works. Again, if you want a PvP, go to those buildings, go to those areas that have high loot value. You're gonna see players and you're gonna get the PvP. That's self-explanatory. Next, is the game casually friendly? Yeah, it actually is. So what I was told is that extraction games usually have wipes. You know, something like Rust. You know, after a few while, they just wipe everyone's loadout items, etc., to reset to make it refresh, and you know, everyone's just not power stacking and all that stuff. But apparently, how Embark, Arc Raiders doesn't want to do that right away. They want to try their idea, and their idea is pretty much voluntary um wiping. And what that does is, so don't worry, if you still want to wipe, there's still a way to do it. Once you hit level 20, you're able to wipe, and what this allows you to do is get like cool exclusive cosmetics and like little bonuses. Nothing power creeping, but just cool things to show that you wiped, and it will help you down like season, because I think it's what, every 8 weeks I think the season is gonna be. And yeah, so if you want to wipe, you can. You get like little benefits, bonuses, or like exclusive stuff to say, hey, I wiped, and da da da. And if you're a casual person that really can't play all the time, and you feel like, damn, I work really hard for this stuff, I don't want to lose it, then you don't have to, and you can just keep all your loot nonstop and keep going on throughout the game until you want to, or you don't. So I think that's pretty awesome. So I do think with that information, this is a casual friendly game versus other extraction games. Next, does this game have comp? Technically, yes, because they have something called Trials, which threw me into the game even more. And pretty much what Trials is like, they literally say it, word from word, is pretty much that it's rank, and it's leaderboard rewards. So yeah, so I don't know what you're going to be doing, or if it's just like a thing that you load into, but pretty much there's going to be a leaderboard, and based off how you do, you could get rewarded for it. I don't know what the rewards are going to be, if it's cosmetics, if it's like items and stuff to be able to get stuff faster, or weapons, but there's technically ranks. So if you're a person that loves competition and all that stuff, you have something to grind for this game, and not just, going for loot and leave and going for loot. You actually could do whatever the trials are. I don't know. I don't think anyone knows yet, but again, if you're a competitive person like myself, you have something to look forward to. Next, I am a solo player with no friends. I think it's still a good experience both ways. One, if you're a solo person, solo queue. They really do want to split up the parties when it comes to solo queuing. I think when you party up with 2 to 3 people, they kind of put them into a group. But if you're solo queuing, they try their best to, I think, just make all those solos play with each other, because again, it's not a fun experience going against a team of 2 or 3. Can you kill them? Absolutely. But even then, if you play against a competent team, really not gonna 1v3, you know what I mean? But so yeah, so there's a way to play solos and do that. And then also the fills, at least for me, again, you gotta remember, this isn't like the paid version that I paid for, and you have like veteran players and sweats and stuff. When I played in the slam test, which was available for everybody, so this means like people just trying the game just to try the game, it was pretty good. Everyone had mics, people weren't stupid, people communicated. It was dope. It was probably the best gaming experience I ever had with randoms. Yeah, if you know me, randoms are little, well, yeah, their minds don't be there, but the few matches that I solo queue with randoms were all good, shockingly, very shockingly. And then the final one, what plans do they have for this game? They didn't really say a lot, but at their interview at TwitchCon, they pretty much said they're trying to go for 10 years. Yeah. And if you don't know what Embark is the creators of Arc Raiders and the Finals. So they're not new to the whole, developing game and stuff. Like, they have some history behind their belt. So I definitely do believe them. And if us consumers and players that love the game show support, I'm pretty sure they can do out that plan. Like, I think they even said they have stuff planned for us when the game drops, and they want to update the game weekly and stuff. So yeah, this game definitely has a future, as long as, again, we the players are playing it and enjoying it, and have our feedbacks and etc. And that's pretty much my quick video before the game drops, because if you don't know, this game is dropping in like less than 8 hours. So hopefully this video gave you some interest into playing the game, and if it didn't, I'm sorry, and hopefully you find the game for you. And if you are interested in this game, then I'll see you on the top side tomorrow, and hope to see y'all. And if y'all do want to play or you want some friends to play, I'm gonna drop my Discord link down below, because we have a Discord where I want to just have like a group of people that always want to find parties, shoot, even trading and all that stuff. Just a nice private group. Obviously, if it grows bigger than what I expect, then things will change. But right now, it's just a private group of like, I want to say 19, 20 of us. So yeah, that's it for the video. Leave a like if you liked it. Comment about anything. You know I love y'all comments. And subscribe if you want to see Arc Raider videos, because that's going to be the main focus for this channel now. See ya in the next one, guys. Peace.
Yeah, she got a man, she don't really give a fuck about. Left him back home in a whole nother state. Moved to LA cause she wanna be famous. Got a 9 to 5 on the side, she a waitress, but it's getting tough. Hard to find balance.